The Boule Secret Society, the Black Gatekeepers of the Global Luciferian Order. This very unique hidden secret society began its inception on May 15th, 1904 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where today they have about 5,000 members, 126 chapters throughout the United States, throughout the Caribbean islands, and throughout the UK in the United Kingdom. And this very unique secret society was actually started by 6 Black scholars. Later, it increased to 9 Black scholars, which gave birth to the Divine Nine, what we call the Pan-Hellenic Black Greek lettered secret societies that are responsible, Brother Jim, to the overseeing of what we call the crab barrel system. And to all of your listeners, if they have never heard of this statement, the crab barrel. The crab barrel, Brother Duke, is not just a national system here in the United States of America, but it is a global system where the African diaspora, the Black diaspora, who the masses of Black people who are at the bottom of this pyramid or paradigm, or what we call the crab barrel system, and these 9 Black letter Greek secret societies are the protectors of what we call the global Luciferian system. Now, if you remember growing up, the teaching of the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that represents the 9 knights, and some scholars say that there were as many as 150, but the 9 knights of the Round Table, we're talking about the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, the Rockefellers, the DuPont, okay, the George Soroses of this world. We're talking about the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Club of Rome, the Committee of 300, the Hidden Hand. So then these 9 Greek, Black letter Greek societies are not elected, but they are selected by the global elite to protect and oversee the affairs of the global Luciferian system. So then back on the month of May 1904, specifically May the 15th, 1904, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is the same city that Kobe Bryant grew up in, all right, was also the same city a few weeks ago that LeBron James, who is also a part of the Boule Secret Society. Now, if all of your listeners, if they get an opportunity, just type in LeBron James tattoo or Boule tattoo that is tattooed on his chest. So going back to the inception, to what I call the origination of the Black Boule Secret Society, it started on May the 15th, 1904 in the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And like I said a few seconds ago, that's the city that LeBron James passed Kobe Bryant to be 3rd on the all-time scoring list. I'm going to come back to that on. Yes, it's all interconnected. So then these 9 scholars, Dr. Henry McKee Minton, Dr. Algernon B. Jackson, Dr. Eugene T. Henson, Dr. Edwin C. Howard, right? Dr. Robert J. Aberley, all right, whose brother is a part of this Divine Nine, Dr. Julian Aberley, who was an architect who actually built Duke University. Dr. Richard J. Warwick, Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois. Now, Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois is so revered in the annals of Black history, but he was a sellout because Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois was approached in 1929 by a woman by the name of Margaret Sanger of Planned Parenthood. Now, I'm going to come back to that later on, where Dr. Du Bois was instrumental of providing a door in Harlem for a eugenicist, a racist, a woman by the name of Margaret Sanger, who had also was financially connected to the Rockefeller Foundation, to the DuPonts, and also to the Kellogg family of the Kellogg Corporation in Battle Creek, Michigan, who gave hundreds of thousands of dollars in 1929 to Margaret Sanger through Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois to create the first abortion clinic in Black America in February of 1929 in Harlem, New York. So we go to, like I said, Dr. Julian Abley, the brother of one of the first Divine Nine who created the Boule Secret Society, Robert J. Adderley. Dr. Julian Abley built the schematical structure that we see today as Duke University. In the ninth person, who was one of the progenitors of the founding fathers of the Boule, was a man by the name of Dr. John Taylor. Now, Dr. John Taylor was an athlete, okay? And he was the father of the Boule Secret Society that is now a part of the Sports and Entertainment Complex. So the Boules were designed, Brother Duke, not to bless and to provide financial assistance and spiritual foundation to Black America. But the Boule Secret Society was designed to protect the system, the same system that has enslaved Black people for 430 years. Now, mind you, I am not a teacher that teaches victimhood. I am a Black conservative, right? I am a Black Republican. I am an ardent supporter.
Oh, yeah, you're a heretic in the community.
Oh man, we're going to talk about that later because I am on the cross right now. So then the Boule, so the term here, and it's very interesting, man of God, that the term of Boule simply means they are the guardians of the order. Now, the term Boule also means, comes from the Greek word griffin, capital Griffen, which means a gargoyle.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yes, absolutely. So the Boule logo or insignia can be seen throughout the internet. Just for all your listeners, type in Boule logo or insignia. It is a half a man, half a woman that represents the transgender agenda of the Boule or the sexual disorientation of the Boule.
Oh my gosh, is it?
Absolutely.
So it's a version of like it's like that the community's Baphomet.
Yes.
Wow.
It is a matter of fact, the Greek Sphinx for Boule, the term Boule not only means griffin or gargoyle, but according to Greek and Persian mythology, man of God, the Boule was the first son/daughter of Baphomet.
Oh, wow.
So this is heavy. So the Boule is the son or the spiritual offspring of Baphomet that's designed to protect Baphomet through education, through medicine, through the prison industrial complex, through the sports and entertainment industry, through the political realm in Washington, D.C. So then the Boule Secret Society, that logo, is also interconnected to Freemasonry conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Not just the Scottish Rite, absolutely, but they are Prince Hall Masons. Allow me to say that again, Manica. The Boule Secret Society are Prince Hall Masons.
I was going to ask you that. Okay, so they are associated with Prince Hall.
Yes, every one of them are 32nd and 33rd degree Masons. But no Black person, male or female, is allowed to be a 33rd and 1/2 degree. That is only designed for non-Black people. And if I got time today, I would definitely go back to that. So then the Boule Secret Society, who are the offspring of Baphomet, the Boules youngest brother or younger brother is called the Skulls and Bones. Okay, let me say this. This is heavy. So the Skulls and Bones that was created before the Boule, but according to Greek mythology, the Skulls and Bones is the younger brother of the Boule, which the Boule is tasked by the system of Baphomet to protect not only Baphomet, but the younger brother of the Boule, the Skulls and Bones. Because black people, because of segregation, Brother Duke, were prohibited to join the Skulls and Bones Secret Society out of Yale University.
Right.
So then the Boule logo, a half a man, half a woman, has its right hand on what we call an urn, okay? Capital URN, which they keep the ashes of dead people. That is a sign, as we're breaking down the Boule Secret Society, they are the black gatekeepers of the global Luciferian order today. So that right hand on an urn, inside of that represents the ashes of the black diaspora. So in other words, they're keeping the masses in a state of mental and psychological death so that they can be, the Boules can be the protectors of the crab barrel. You see, so then people like Barack Obama, Michael Obama, people like Reverend Al, vitamin B deficient Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they are chosen, not elected, they are selected to oversee the affairs of the black diaspora, not just here in the United States, but all over the world. They are in charge to keep the masses of black Americans in check. So if one tries to crawl out of the barrel, you see, they would definitely be put back in the barrel. So the question is, who are the barrel owners? The barrel owners are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, the Warburgs, okay, the Warburg family today, who their history goes back to the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913. This is heavy. So then the Boule Secret Society, they are the watchdog. And I hate to say it, they are portrayed as the pit bull to protect the house of Baphomet, called the global Luciferian Illuminati system. Now, only a few at the top can become members of what we call Phi Beta Kappa and Kappa Beta Phi. Phi Beta Kappa is a Zionist created entity. They represent the educational system of the Boule. That's Phi Beta Kappa. But Kappa Beta Phi, which is also an extension of the Boule and a Zionist created entity that was founded in 1776. Kappa Beta Phi represents the Wall Street faction of the Boule that's connected to the father of the Boule, Baphomet. So then, this is heavy. So as we break this down in such a meticulous order, so they're born in 1904. So then Dr. Henry McKee Minton and 8 other associates gave birth to what we call the Pan-Hellenic Divine Nine. There are 9 Greek black secret societies that were birthed from the original 9 members of the Black Boule Secret Society, born in May 15th, 1904, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's Alpha Phi Alpha in 1906. That's Kappa Alpha Psi in 1911. That's Omega Psi Phi in 1911. That's Phi Beta Sigma in 1914. That's Lambda Phi Theta in 1963. That's Alpha Kappa Alpha in 1908. That's Delta Sigma Theta in 1913. That's Zeta Phi Beta in 1920. And last, the Sigma Gamma Rho Secret Society in 1922. So each of these 9 Black Greek letter secret societies, Brother Jim, are birthed from the original 9 fathers of the Boule Secret Society, who are designed by the global elite to protect the Knights of the Round Table. Each Boule is designed, all right, and tasked by the system to protect a Rothschild Knight, a Rockefeller Knight, a Warburg Knight, a Oppenheimer Knight, okay, a George Soros Knight. Each Knight has a Boule system, whether that Boule is from the legal system, whether that Boule is from the sports and entertainment system, whether that Boule is from the medical in the educational system. So then darkness is so sophisticated, my friend. So then as we continue to teach about the Boule Secret Society, they are the gatekeepers of the global Illuminati system. Now, it's interesting, man of God, that the term Boule also means they are the advisors to the king. The king is the global system of Baphomet. Now, the term Boule also goes back to the Greek governmental structure, going back to Aristotle, going back to Plato and Socrates. So the Boule's systems, going back to the time of these great philosophers, represented the lower level, the bottom level. Now I want you to catch it, the bottom level, not the top level, but the bottom level of the Greek government today, who is tasked to be the guards, the caretakers of the order. They are not allowed to know the secrets of the order. And this is the reason why Kobe Bryant was assassinated. I'm going to come back to him, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because the more money that a Black person gets in Hollywood, there is another level of an initiation process that he or she must go by. And I believe what got Kobe Bryant dead was because he was refusing, okay? I'm going to say a term that is unknown maybe in white America, but is known in Black America. And that term is buck breaking, capital B-U-C-K. Now, buck breaking is a part of the initiation process for each man and woman. They must be buck broken. Now, that term goes back to the 1600s, where during this, the time of slavery, there was a slave owner by the name of Willie Lynch. And this is where we get the term lynching.
Oh.
So he's also the father of Lynchburg, Virginia. So Willie Lynch created, okay, the art of buck breaking, to strip down a male or female slave, tie them down chest first to the ground, and the slave master, the system or Baphomet, will sexually molest that man or woman, and thereby make them a Boule. So that's the initiation process.
Oh, see, I know about that, but I didn't know the name. And okay.
So then, to get into one of these divine Black letter Greek secret societies, and even Kappa Beta 5 and Phi Beta Kappa, every person has to be sexually initiated, a man having sex with a man inside of a coffin, and a woman having sex with a woman inside of a coffin. Why? Because they had to be buck broken in order for Baphomet to control them. So Kobe Bryant did not want to be buck broken anymore. I'll come back to Kobe in a minute.
Now, is this why some in the black community are talking about I refuse to wear the dress?
Yes.
They're dressed up as a woman, and they're made to do that, whether in mockery or whatever. I had a friend. I had a friend that just a Facebook friend that he's going unfortunately going back to the industry to feed his family, and he says, "But don't worry, I won't wear the dress."
Exactly. You see, man of God, this is the reason why many in black Hollywood they are involved in dark arts. Mm-hmm. They're involved in what we call spirit cooking. Okay.
Yeah.
Where they are connected, like Jay-Z or Gay-Z and his witch of a wife, Beyonce. They're connected to this woman called Maria Abramovich.
Marina Abramovic. Do you know where she lives?
I believe in Los Angeles, but also she's got homes all throughout Western Europe. Okay.
20 miles from me.
Wow.
I've gone by her house several times.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she has her country home here in Columbia County, 20 miles from me, probably like a half an hour from me. I've been by it on Route 66.
Look at that.
Now, the last time when I first revealed this, I had my car windows smashed in, and I was wondering if it was associated. But
see, I guarantee you it is. See, that is interesting. So, so the Boule, and thank you for the information, man of God. So see, you're taking me to the next level. So the Boules have to be sexually initiated into the order in order to protect the order. They have to be initiated in the order in order to protect the order. Mm-hmm. This goes back during the time of the prophet Moses in the book of the Exodus. Now, if people understand that time during the prophet Moses in the book of Exodus, all right, and we're talking about going back anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 years, if any Egyptian wanted to see Pharaoh, wanted to have access to the system of Pharaoh or Baphomet, a man would have to have sex with a local magician, or a woman would have to have sex with a local female magician. Why? Because that was the spiritual price to get access to power. So the Bible says there was nothing new under the sun. So the Boules not only go back to 1904, but the very schematical structure of the Boule goes back thousands of years. Again, now let's continue to dissect this. The Boule Secret Society, they are the black gatekeepers of the global Luciferian system, okay? Now, Louis Farrakhan is a Boule. He's a part of Omega Psi-Phi. The reason why they have not assassinated him because he is a part of the system. The late Dick Gregory was a Boule, a part of Alpha Phi Alpha. There is a book called The Divine Nine, okay? The National Pan-Hellenic Council, right? The History of Sigma Pi Phi by Dr. Charles H. Wesley, which is a very expensive book. And that's interesting. Anything that's true, they jack up the price. So then Dr. Charles Wesley, his book of the History of Sigma Pi Phi. So Boule also means Sigma Pi Phi. Okay. Now, numerically, according to the Jewish gematria, the term Sigma Pi Phi has a numerical sequence of 666.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
The Kabbalah. Okay.
Yes, they are heavily connected.
Why does it always go back to that?
System.
Why does it always, it goes back to all mysticism, but the Kabbalah especially comes up, and wow.
Oh my, it always comes up because when people talk about the Kabbalistical system, it's not it's Jewish mysticism, but it's also Khazarian mysticism. Now, what I'm about to say, I am not anti-Semitic, okay? And as we are dissecting the Boule Secret Society, the black gatekeepers of the global Luciferian system. Every Hebrew is a Jew, but not every Jew is a Hebrew. The Jews today, and I love them, they're my brothers and sisters, all right? But the Jews today are not the original Hebrews, right? So the term Hebrew means he rules. It means origination. Jew means religion, okay? Mm-hmm. So Jews today, they are Jews by religion.
Yes.
But they're not Hebrew by birth.
Right.
Why? Because the Jews today are of Khazarian Turkish blood who overtook the Hebrews, okay? We're talking about going back to between the book of Malachi and the book of St. Matthew, which we call the silent 400 years, mm-hmm. where the Khazarians plundered Jerusalem, overtook the system of the true Jews, who were people of color. And I'm not making this a black and white thing. So then the Kabbalistical teachings are interconnected to Prince Hall Masonry, which is connected to the Divine Nine of the Pan-Hellenic Council, who are overseen, my friend, by the Boule Secret Society. So then, the Boules are the architects of what I call chaos theory. In other words, they create chaos in order to bring about in order to the order of their masters, the Baphomet.
All right, so chaos magic, that's part of them?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Now, okay. So order out of chaos, that's attributed to the Freemasons, but that's what they uphold?
That's what they uphold. It's order out of chaos. That they represent, and I'm not comparing black people to animals, but according through the eyes of the system, the what I call the talented 10, that's a term that was given by John D. Rockefeller to W.E.B. Du Bois, that I'm going to hire you to recruit 1 out of 10 African American scholars that will protect me in the system from being exposed. But you're going to do this through chaos theory and chaos magic.
Wow.
In other words, through chaos, it brings about in order. So we cause chaos here in order to cover up something over here. Then we cause chaos there to cover something over what's going on in China. So in other words, the Boule Secret Society, man of God, this is heavy. They are masters of what we call chaos theory, or what they call, in other words, they are masters that create chaos and catastrophe in order to bring about a reaction from black people. See, they know black people are going to react in such a way that they would be beholden to the system. So, man of God, you're exactly right. They are a part of the chaos magic. They are a part of what we call the chaos theory. In other words, they use chaos. They use assassination, like Kobe Bryant. They use assassination, like Ron Brown. Remember Ron Brown back in 1996?
Yeah.
The part of the Clinton administration. His plane went down in Croatia, right? And they found his skull, and there was a bullet hole in his skull. In other words, when Baphomet no longer needs you, you would be sacrificed. And this is what we call satanic sacrifice.